Hey guys, Realtor Robbins here. Welcome back to my channel. I would call this a quick chat, but it might be a little longer today. So I want to talk to you about a couple of things. First of all, I want to talk about our population in Florida. I've seen a lot of funny memes. They're like, "We're full, go home," right? Florida's closed, no more people. We In the first 3 quarters of 2024, we have gained between 225,000 to 275,000 new residents, with the majority of the 20% of those, I should say, not majority, but a huge chunk of those, 20% coming from California and New York. Some of the other states that they're coming from are New Jersey, Texas, Pennsylvania, to round out those numbers. Now, we are losing residents at a rate of, we lost 120 to 150,000 residents have left Florida this year in the first 3 quarters, primarily to places that are very similar still with the climate and even the taxes, but so like Texas, North Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee a little bit, but those still have lower housing costs and similar climates. So we still have a net positive migration, though. We're still getting more in than that are leaving. So with that being said, let's talk about 2025. So what are your goals for next year as far as real estate? Do you plan on downsizing, upsizing, moving to one of those other states? What are your plans? Maybe you could drop me some ideas down in the comments so I can know what you guys are doing in this local market. So first of all, a couple projections for 2025. I wish people ask me all the time, what do you think about? I'm like, I wish I had a crystal ball and I knew exactly what was going to happen. But obviously I don't. So all we can do is we can go by the economic data that is trickling in right now. So first of all, the mortgage rates are projected to ease. So we're not going to see like a straight line down. It's going to be a bumpy ride, but I don't think that is going to be, a really bumpy ride. It's just going to be kind of leveling out, up, down, up, down, up, down. And then, but the overall trend is a decline. So that is great news for buyers. Now, with the lower rates, more buyers and sellers are going to jump into that market. So that means more sales, more homes to choose from, great for buyers, but more competition for the buyers too. Because more people are going to be jumping in, making those changes. So that activity is actually going to help moderate and those healthier levels of upward pressure. So what I mean by that is, I personally don't think we're going to see a crash in the housing market. I think it's going to still be steadily rising. The home prices, they'll dip a little here and there, but overall the pre-pandemic values, I don't think that we're going to get back to those. They skyrocketed so high. I mean, maybe in Florida, we definitely could, I don't say could use a crash. That sounds terrible, but the houses are because of insurance. And I think that's why we have lost 120 to 150,000 people this year, is because of insurance. This insurance fiasco that we have in Florida is very unsettling, and it's making some situations just impossible to stay in that home. People are having to sell at a loss just to get out because they can't, because of insurance alone, they can no longer afford to live in the house that they could, 10 years ago. And then add on top of that, the crazy property values are just skyrocketing as well. So I don't know, maybe those numbers will kind of level out between those people coming in and people leaving. I feel like once the word gets out about our insurance and our property taxes, that it's not going to be as, especially these hurricanes, it's not going to be as inviting for more people to come here. But anyway, I went back to talking about that other subject about our migration. So the market, let's get back on the market. Experts are forecasting about a 2.5% rise in prices nationally. So that's nationally. Of course, everything varies from state to state and even city to city and town to town. It varies locally. So what are the prices projected to play out in our market? I read an interesting article, I'm going to pull it up here, entitled Metros Where Home Prices Have Decreased the Most, the top 10 metros. And believe it or not, 4 of the top 10 are in Florida. So we have Miami is actually number 1 on the list with a median list price of $525,000, and that is a decrease of 12.4% year over year. So that was that number 1 decrease, Miami, Florida. Jacksonville, Florida is on the list. We are the next, actually the next city in Florida to be on this list. We have 4 in the top 10. So Jacksonville's median list price is $399,000, and that is a decrease of 6.1 year over year. The other 2 Floridian cities are Orlando and Tampa, coming in at number 8 and number 9. So our home prices are decreasing, although like with that Miami, we're like, oh man, it's down 12%. It's still 50% higher than it was pre-pandemic. So, a little bit of perspective there. 50% higher still with a 12% decrease. So, what are your plans for next year? I would love to help you with those. So whether it's buying, selling, investing, we have some great markets here for investing, for doing rentals. So reach out to me. I would love to help you and navigate this crazy market. So as we come into the last quarter of 2024, be thinking about your goals for next year and any questions that you might have. I would love if you are still watching this video at this time and you're on TikTok. This is a new platform for me, and I would love to be able to do some live sessions where I am maybe previewing a house, showing you a house, or even taking some Q&A from you guys. So can you help me get to 1,000 followers, please? I think that's what you need to have to do a live session. Like I said, I'm new to TikTok. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, but TikTok is a new venture for me. I went ahead and, giving it a try. So show me some love, TikTok, okay? Show me some love. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll chat with you real soon.